Cash Nation, welcome back to a brand new video. We're about to walk you to Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom. Now, full disclosure, I haven't seen the first one. So, I am going in completely and totally blind, other than trailer reactions, of course. Haven't watched any clips online. Hubby Cash has seen Aquaman 1, but I haven't. So, can't wait to see, honestly. I'm hoping for the best. I've heard nothing. I mean, nothing but the worst. This is actually cool, kind of cool, by the way. A little bit of promo for both Mean Girls right there, and then the color purple right here, by the way. Just want to point that out. But yeah, yep. Have not watched Aquaman 1. As far as I have interest in it, not really. I just don't know why I just didn't. I just can assume based off the trailer a couple things that y'all already know, of course. I've heard there's two villains in this film. Just getting through the reviews. And the post-credit seems meaningless. So yeah, as far as how Papa Cash feels, he just hopes he's not gonna have to kill me tonight because of how bad this film is. That's where we're at right now. We're under the presumption of this either might be the worst film ever, or it'll be something hopefully decent. So we're gonna walk into the theater like always. We'll see y'all very, very soon. And me personally, my expectations are, again, hope for something decent. I've heard bad dialogue, Amber Heard's in the film, but my thing is this, is that I'm not gonna walk in, oh my god, Amber Heard appears on screen, I already hate this film, because I'm separating the person she is into the character she is. If that makes sense. Like Amber Heard in real life, don't care for her. Mara though, how is she? If I care about Mara, if I like her on screen, if it makes sense to me, okay, fine. But if I don't care for her at all, then it's like, who cares? You know, why is she even here for? If that makes sense, you know? So, let's do it. Man, I lost Kingdom, I gotta be honest. That was painful. That was a very, very, very painful watch for me and my dad. For the first thing of dialogue I hear come out of his mouth, Jason Momoa's mouth, I said, we're in trouble. We were. First act is pitiful. Pitiful. Second act is better. Third act. Oh, just. This is. Every time Martin Scorsese has criticized the CP films, this is one of the examples he uses. This is a 4 out of 10 for me. Patrick Wilson was the best part of this film for me. Amber Heard, honestly, wasn't that bad in my eyes. Jason Momoa, and honest to God, I wouldn't watch this again if I had to. Honestly, The Flash is better. Yeah. See y'all then. Cash Nation, welcome back to a brand new video. We are talking about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. I just watched it. It's still fresh in my mind. Now, normally I read the synopsis, cast, and everything. I'm going to be honest. Super tired. We're going to make this very, very short, very, very brief. Okay, because there's not a lot to talk about. Okay, so I'm going to just get straight to the point. I don't recommend this film. I would say at best, stream whenever you want to. I think that Aquaman 2 is probably one of the worst DC films I've watched lately. I think The Flash is better, to be honest with you. I honest to God preferred Mara over Aquaman herself. Okay. Now, I did not watch the first Aquaman, so this is my first experience seeing him in his own solo movie. Okay. And I remember walking into the theater, and the first dialogue we get told me that we were in big, big trouble. Basically, this film is basically about Black Manta basically gets powers, and Aquaman and Orm have to take care of business, essentially. Okay. Now, the first act of this film I didn't like, because it's the whole film itself, not just the first act, but the whole film itself is extremely predictable. From every single scene, you could guess A, B, and C is gonna happen. Okay, they're gonna get saved. This is what's gonna happen. They're gonna say this return. Blah blah blah. Right. I didn't like the way they took care of either villains. I thought the execution was laughably bad because like they built this big this there's two villains. There's Black Manta and the guy you see in the trailers, the green guy, of course, right? Basically, they build this guy up all the way, and the execution is bad. It just is. And I'm not gonna spoil anything. All I'm gonna say is just 3 seconds. Took 3 seconds. That's all it takes for what's gonna happen. Okay. The post credit scene of this film, do not watch. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, and if I did, it would not ruin any bit of your enjoyment of this film. So, the post credit scene has nothing to do with the DC nor the DCU. Okay, it's a simple, small joke that is made in the film that you don't care about. It's a throwaway joke that doesn't matter at all. And they basically decided to, for some reason, lean more into it. I don't know why. Um, Nicole Kidman, I didn't care for. Tamara Morrison was there to be there. Jason Momoa, most scenes, he just be Jason Momoa. The time he tried to be serious, I didn't care for it at all. The best parts of the film to me have to be Orb / Patrick Wilson, okay? Because I don't know, I can't explain what it was, but it's like he was able to bring some sort of actual good acting, and dialogue he was given wasn't the best, but he was trying at least. Okay, because whoever wrote the dialogue for this film needs to be fired. Seriously, it's god awful bad. I mean, even me and me Pop Cash were texting like, this is atrocious. The dialogue is horrible bad. Like there's this, like this is the film that when Martin Scorsese criticizes the CBM films, comic book films, these are one of the films he targets because, like I said, dialogue is horrible. Like I remember the first thing I heard was when Arthur Curry says, "I talked fish. That's how I made my friend." Blah blah. That doesn't even matter. I'm like, oh god, really? And then Black Manta says some just awfully dialogue is just horrible. The only good thing I liked about this film, genuinely speaking, it's just Orm and Mera. I don't understand why Aquaman is such a big deal. I get he's Aquaman, I get his comic book reputation, of course. You can talk to fish and all that. And I'll be honest, I did not care for his character at all. I didn't. He does nothing in this film that he doesn't stand out from everybody else in the film. That's the best way to put it, right? Like every time he does something, other characters can do something, right? Every time he does, it's like there's nothing specific. Like it's like, for example, if we have a Batman film, Batman can do certain things that the other characters can't do. That Damian, Batgirl, or whoever made Jason can't do, right? He has his own things that makes him unique and makes him special. In this film, there's nothing I saw in Aquaman. I'm like, okay, well clearly that's an Aquaman. No, there's nothing. He can talk to fish, which spoiler, not a spoiler, he does one time. It doesn't even matter, okay? The jokes with me were just laughably bad. I wasn't laughing at them, I was laughing against them. I'm like, oh god, that was bad. Like, oh. Action sequences I didn't care for at all. Period. Bottom line. Yahya Abdul does his best, but it's mostly just phoned in, if we're being honest. Randall Park, same thing. It's just expedition guy. Expedition dump the entire time. Yeah, Mara, I didn't mind at all. I don't care about the Amber Heard stuff. I know she's a bad person. I don't care. I specifically watched the character, not the performer. If that makes sense. Like, did Mara do a good job? Like, did Mara maybe care about her? And the answer was yes. You know, she didn't have that much to say or do. She did some stuff which is nice. I preferred her over Aquaman. I did. Hate me for all you want, but that's just how I feel. And like I said, the ending is literally what you guessed it would be. There's no cameos in this film, so don't even bother trying to look for Ben, Gal, or anybody. There's no cameos, period. Certain people I didn't even know the film until I saw the credits. And yeah, I'm just gonna give my rating 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. This is worse than the Marvels in my eyes. Anybody who loves the film, I don't know how you love this film, but I'm happy for you. You do. Again, now the one thing I will say that I like. Let me give one thing because I've been crapping all this film. The different settings we go to were pretty nice. Orm, cool guy, liked him. Mara, cool person, liked her. Dolph Lundgren's character, don't even know who he was. Dolph Lundgren, Nicole Kidman, didn't care for them at all. Period. Bottom line, could have done without them. Honestly, God, I thought Nicole's gonna die in this film. So there's that. I thought that the global warming stuff that they try to talk about in this film and solve meant nothing. It's just like we're introducing this, and then that's it. This film can't pick until to save its life. The reshoots you could tell. I'll say that for a fact. You could tell the reshoots because there are scenes where it's like there are two characters. I'll just say this. This ain't a spoiler. You've seen the trailer where when Aquaman rescues Orm, they're literally heading to the ocean, and then the next scene shows him in a small ship. Orm is now freshly shaved and haircut. We don't get the scene where he gets a haircut. It just happens. Cool. Seeing where, without context, that's a reshoot involved, where everyone is on a small island. And I will give context as to why. I'm not gonna spoil it. And then the next scene literally is them in a big ship at the bottom of the sea. There was no transition scene. There was no dialogue mentioning getting in a ship. Just next scene, boom, they're already here. So, oh, okay, already here, cool. The only thing I would have done differently with this movie was maybe set up Young Justice. But DCU is now going a different direction with James Gunn involved, which I'm excited for. And I will be doing a DC ranking very, very soon. So, not waste any more of your time. Not much to say. I don't really care for this film. 4 out of 10. Don't watch it. Peace, aggressive friendly. Have a good one, y'all. Peace.